All right, welcome back, fourth and fifth grade. We are going to be exploring something very new. We're going to be exploring creating pixel art using the SUMO Pixel app online. And it's a very, very fun and cool thing. You can actually, uh, not only can you make pixel art, but you can actually make animated GIFs from your pixel art if you get really good at it. But today we're just going to go over the basics of how to make a piece of pixel art using this application. A few things to note. You can't actually save these things because the app requires a paid subscription for you to save them. But there's a little bit of a workaround for that. You still use a screenshot and screenshot what you've made, and that will save it to your desktop. So it's not a great solution, but it's one you're going to have to use. So you're going to have to uh, screenshot whatever you make in order to turn that in for your assignment. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. So the general idea of pixel art is kind of like old school video games. Your original Nintendo, your Sega Genesis, they all used pixel art to create their video games. And so you see a lot of pixel art you still used for GIFs online, which are little animated uh, uh, things that people post, whether they're funny, whether they're serious. And so this program allows you to make pixel art, and it's very cool. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the tools, and then I will make something, and then you're going to have free reign to make what you want. So a few things to start off with. Our tool set over here is very simple. It has a pen, and that pen will put a block of color onto your pixel grid. You also have an eraser, and a symmetry function. So if you want exactly what you're doing to go on the other opposite side, then you click the symmetry function. But I'll show you how that works. At the top you have your color, and when you click on that box it pops open a group of swatches that you can use. And so from all your different colors to your neutral colors, they have a color for it. Alright, I'm going to close that for now. Over here at the top, okay, it has your grid size. And so how many blocks by how many blocks. And it's always going to be a square, but you have to decide before you begin how many blocks you want. So the largest is 32 by 32, so that's a fairly complicated image, okay? Or all the way down to 3 by 3. Now you're not really going to be able to create very good piece of artwork with only a grid of 3 by 3 colored blocks. I'm going to go with 15 by 15. Okay, that's what I'm going to choose. And what I'm actually going to do is just do a portrait of me in pixel art. I know that seems ridiculous, but it's actually extremely easy to do. So let's go ahead and do this. So we've got the symmetry mode on right now. And so there are some options that you can mess around with. Okay, vertical mirroring. Okay, so up and down it mirrors it this way, kind of like a butterfly. Horizontal, opposite way, it'll mirror here and here. So if you want to use that, you can try that out. Good options. I'm just going to use the regular pen. It's simple enough. I don't need symmetry really for my little portrait here. Alright, so I'm going to click on my colors, and I'm going to start with a skin tone, and in the center I'm going to start with my nose, essentially. So I'm going to put a nose shape in there, okay, starting, and then after that I'm going to put the shape of my glasses. Okay, my glasses are black at the top. Okay, and you can see these are symmetrical, and they fade down to gray. at the bottom, just like this. So I'm adding that little detail in. I have brown eyes. Okay. I'll have to put in a gray color for my pupils. Alright, so I've got my glasses, got my nose so far. Okay, now I need a color that is going to be slightly different for my cheeks, because the only way to distinguish the difference between my nose and the parts of my cheeks here is through color change. That's a really important part of the whole pixel art thing. Alright, let's put my beard in here. Okay, like so. And I might change some of these colors later. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, here's my beard. It goes up like this. Okay, and then we've got my glasses as well that come out on the side. So I'm going to make that gray to change the color just a little bit. Okay, and they go out and go around my ears, of course. So I'm going to go in, start here, I'm thinking, for my ears. Actually, I messed up there, so let me use my eraser and take that one out. Alright, I'm going to go back to my hair. I'm on the eraser. Make sure you change back to your pen. And I made a mistake there, so I'll have to change that. Erase that. Okay, so you just have to make sure you have the right tool on for what you want to do. Alright, so I'm going to make the top of my head. Okay, like so. Alright, and then my hair. And I often part my hair similarly like that. So I can just fill that all in with brown. I can also change some colors. Okay, make some areas darker if I want to on my beard. Okay, and so that's a good idea to help change some color a little bit and make things slightly more interesting. Okay, right in here. Change that up a little bit. Okay. Alright, now I gotta finish the skin on my forehead. Just like this. Oh, looks like I messed up. Yet again. Eraser. Or I can just go to my different color. I went right over into my black on accident. Okay. Alright, and then I'm also going to click on that other color, add a little bit more color to my forehead as well. Now my lips. Do some pink for the lips. The same color like that. Alright, and there it is. We've got just a super quick portrait of myself. I know it is very simple. And so it's not necessarily a accurate portrait, but it's just a fun little type of thing we can do. And so when you're done with this, what you're going to do is screenshot it. And what I'm going to do on the lesson is I'm going to include directions how to use your screenshot on your computers, the Macs. It's different than what I'm using on my computer at home, so it'll be slightly different. So I'm going to screenshot. I'm going to pick this little area, just like this. Okay, it'll save it, and I can click on it, and then go and save it. Okay, and then you'll save it to wherever you need to. All right. So yet again, I will make sure I include directions of how to screenshot on your Macs, and then you're going to create something. It doesn't have to be a portrait of you, okay? And you need to choose what grid size that you want for the thing you're going to do. I just made a little head so the 15 by 15 worked. Maybe you want to make something and draw something more complicated. Increase the grid size so you have more blocks to work with. Alright students, that's a really quick introduction to this program. I hope you have fun and you can make some really cool little pixel art. And then we'll talk to you next week. Have a wonderful week, everybody.